Hello everyone, welcome to today's One Card Wonder Wednesday. I have been working on cleaning my craft room all day today, so I didn't even have a chance to plan a card. So we're just going to wing it today, and we're going to use the Game On stamp set. This is a stamp set I bought because my son is actually training to be a casino dealer and a bartender. So he's going to school right now. And so when this set was in the catalog, I was super excited because I was like, I have to get it because I'm going to obviously be making him cards and things, whatever with it. So I thought we would start with this set, and I'm not even sure exactly what we're doing, but we're going to use these four colors: Real Red, Basic Gray, Smoky Slate, and Crumb Cake. I figured those all kind of go with this theme. Now I have the cards already on a block because I was playing with those yesterday just to see how it's stamped, and it's fantastic. I love it. But let's grab a scrap of Whisper White because I kind of want to stamp these, and I think I'm going to end up cutting them out. So, and I'll do them in Real Red because they are all hearts. So that made it perfect because I was like, oh, what am I going to stamp in black or red? And then it was like, oh, well, they're all hearts, so they need to be stamped in Real Red. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ingrid. How are you? Look how great that is. I love that. I'll stamp it again just to, why not, stamp it off and see how it looks. I actually kind of like it when you stamp it off. It's a little less, obviously less dark, which makes sense, but I kind of like the way it looks once it's stamped off. So we're going to use the stamped off one. And then I want to use some of these other ones to make a background with. I'm just going to set this aside, and I'll set that Real Red aside because you know me, I'll be sticking my fingers in it. And I kind of like this little, the chessboard or the checkerboard. There are dice. I love these. And I kind of think they'll make a really good background just kind of all together on the cardstock. Oh, good, Ingrid. I'm glad you were. Like I was saying, this was one that I got for my son, and it's definitely good for masculine cards. That's another good reason to purchase this set. And then I'm not sure which sentiment I'm going to use, but probably hope your day is all fun and games because I'll probably make a birthday card with it, or actually even the It's Your Day roll with it. That's perfect for birthday as well. All right, so let's decide what we want to do for our card color. I think I'm going to make it a Real Red card, and then we can layer with the other colors. So I'll grab a Real Red base and then some Basic Gray. And this is kind of already, it's not quite the same size, but it's just a piece. I'm thinking if we run the Basic Gray through maybe an embossing folder, and I grabbed Tasteful Textile because I kind of liked the way it looked, so maybe we'll run that through, but I'm debating if I should stamp on it first or do smoky slate, like a smoky slate layer over it with the background. So maybe I'll do that. So we'll cut this one, and then we'll do smoky slate over that. But this one I'll definitely go through the embossing folder because I think it'll look good. We'll go ahead and cut this at 4 inches because I just want to leave 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And 5 1/4, I gotta go to this end to get that 5 1/4. And then we'll run that through that Tasteful Textile folder. And this is another one of my new favorites that I think can be used for a lot of different things, but I think for guy cards it's going to be perfect because it's not flowers, it's not leaves, it's, you know, just textile. So, and it kind of reminds me of like the fabric of a suit or something, I guess you could say. All right, we'll run that through the Big Shot I have over here. As soon as I figure out what I'm doing, which plate I need. There we go. I just needed one of my clear plates. so perfect. Sometimes I forget because some of them are 3D, so some of them need the darker plate, some of them need the clear plate. And unless I've played with the card earlier or the folder earlier, I never remember. I try to remember, but I don't quite. Hi Lois, how are you? All right, so I'm gonna give that a fold with the bone folder because it makes your card lay flatter anyway when you are wanting to create your card and you want everything laid out. All right, let's grab a piece. I have a piece of Whisper White, but it's a little bit bigger. I'm not gonna want it quite that big, which I'm not sure if I wasn't gonna use that anyway, was I? We were gonna do Smoky Slate. Let's grab the Smoky Slate. Come on, Val. I'm telling you, it has been a long day. Cleaning my craft room. It is so organized right now. You all would be so proud of me. I don't think it's ever been this organized. So I plan on tomorrow, I'll probably take photos of it and be like, everybody look at what I did. It's all clean and organized. So we'll go 4 3/4 by, let's go 3 1/2. And let's see how that looks for layering on here since we're not doing, it's good. It doesn't show a lot of that texture through, but that's okay. Maybe we'll just take an extra 1/4 inch off everything. That way we've got a little bit more of that tasteful textile showing through behind it and the gray. So this is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4 now. There, and then you can see a little bit more of that background. Perfect. All right, so for the dice, I think I'm gonna do those in basic gray. And I had thought about doing the chess pieces in crumb cake because they just kind of, I thought maybe it would look a little more ivory-ish. So let's just see how those dice, look at those dice, aren't those great? It's so funny how excited we get about stamp sets and the different things that we can stamp with them. We'll just do a few around the edge, and then I'm gonna grab that crumb cake and see. Oh, I love those. Those chess pieces are awesome. And instead of I was gonna stamp another one of those, but instead of stamping another one of those, let's grab that real red again. And we'll put a little bit of that chess/checkerboard on there. And it doesn't matter if your images overlap a little bit, that's okay. It adds a little bit of texture to your card. Love that. I really like how that turned out on the Smoky Slate versus doing it on, I mean, Whisper White would have been great too, but I like how we did it that way, and then we'll have that contrast with our cards that we're gonna fussy cut out. And if you're just joining, we stamped it twice in real red, and then we stamped off once, and really love the way it looks stamped off once. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. I think it turned out beautiful too. I love that background. I'm really, like I said, I will definitely see myself maybe making a lot of cards with this set. I think it would be cute if you were doing a game night to make game night invitations or little place settings or something. I'm not that fancy with, I don't do game night, but I know a lot of people do. And so I think that would be awesome. I think birthday parties, this would be great for birthday parties as well. And these are pretty easy to cut out because it's pretty much straight lines other than just the bottom. And so so we'll probably end up dimensionaling those up a little bit on the card. And I almost feel like I need to like cut some dice out too. So let's grab that piece of Whisper White again and stamp those dice and cut them out. I feel like it needs both. Oh yes, Ingrid, I agree. I think, let me check. I feel like this might be a distinctive, one of those distinctive stamp sets. It's on page 28 in the annual catalog. And let me see if it says if it's it doesn't say it's distinctive, but to me it looks like it the way it stamps. So I don't know. I think it gives it a 3D look as well. I'm not going to keep that little shadow that's on here because I don't need that, because I just want the little dice. So I'm just going to cut that off as I'm cutting along the bottom here. You got to kind of really look at it to make sure you get it right if you're not using that, keeping that little extra on the bottom. But there we go. Love those. Super excited about this silly card. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting it together. And I'm going to use some of the Stampin' Seal Plus because this has the texture on it now, so this will be perfect for that. I just stuck to the paper and brought it with me. Am I out? I can't be out already. Nope, I just ripped my paper. I started a little bit off the edge of the paper, and so when it came up, it kind of ripped it. So I'm gonna just trim that little piece off. So note to self, do not start off the edge of the paper. Make sure you are on your cardstock because it's really strong and it will pull it apart. I really like that Tasteful Textile with this. I think it looks good. And then I think I'm gonna dimensional this piece up. We're probably gonna have a lot of dimensionals on this card, but I really love the way it looks, so it needs to be popped up. I know Ingrid, you said you were thinking about getting this. Does anyone else have this stamp set? Have they used it yet? This is, other than, like I said yesterday, playing around just stamping the cards a couple of times. Yesterday, this is my first time actually making something with it. And I really think I'm gonna love this set. I think it's gonna make some really cute cards throughout the next year and beyond, because this will be one of those sets that I probably will never get rid of because I like it so much. Love that. All right, we'll throw some dimensionals on the back of both of these and then we'll pick a sentiment. Because like I said, it's gonna be a birthday card and there were a couple of sentiments in there that worked for birthday. So let's see what we've got. We've got Hope Your Day is All Fun and Games and It's Your Day, Roll With It. So I'll let you guys think about that for a second. Let me know which one you think would be cute on here. Whichever one has the most votes wins. Maybe I should have waited before I put my, maybe we'll put the dice right on top of the cards like that. I thought maybe I would punch out one of these postage stamps in Whisper White, but maybe I'll do it in another color. Let's punch one. Because I was going to originally use Lucky Me because I have you. Hope Your Day is All Fun and Games won't quite fit on there. It's Your Day, Roll With It. I don't think will fit. No, not in this one. So maybe we'll just use a strip, like a 1/2 inch strip of Whisper White. And do, I think we'll do It's Your Day, Roll With It. Yes, I think you're right, Ingrid, because we have the dice on there. Let's do the It's Your Day, Roll With It. And then we can just do a little strip of Whisper White and that should work. And then we can maybe put another strip of basic gray underneath it, since we have it already. And then I think I'll stamp it in basic gray just to offset. Well, maybe I'll do black. Maybe I'll do Memento because we have the basic gray and the real red right there. So let's try it in Memento and then maybe try it in Crumb Cake as well because maybe it'll look good in Crumb Cake since we have Crumb Cake in the background. All right, there it is in black, not quite straight, so we'll do another one. And then I'll clean this and then we'll quickly stamp it in Crumb Cake just to see because I kind of want to compare once it's on the card. I'm looking all over my Crumb Cake sitting right in front of me. There it is. Let's stamp it in Crumb Cake and see what we get. See which one looks better. All right, so we've got black, we've got Crumb Cake. I feel like the black stands out more, so I'll probably go with that. Just need to cut it apart. And now these are always, I have a lot of these 1/2 inch strips because when I cut pieces for the inside of my cards from the Whisper White, you cut a 1/2 inch off each end or each side before you cut them into the 4 by 5 1/4. So I always have a lot of these little strips. And I feel like maybe I'll cut this because I don't need it to be really wide underneath there. So I'm going to cut this down also to a 1/2 inch. And then I don't necessarily need it as long. So I'm just going to lay it like this. I'm just going to trim that end off. And then I'm just going to trim the end like that again. And then we'll put just a little bit of adhesive on the back of it to stick it to this one. And then I'll put dimensionals on the back of it because it needs dimensionals as well, right? We might as well put lots of dimensionals. We're already got so many things dimensionaled up already. All right, so we'll put the sentiment on first, then we'll add our cards. And then I feel like I might need some bling just to add a little sparkle because I like sparkle. I know it's kind of a guy's card, so maybe it doesn't really need sparkle, but we'll see what it looks like. I'll turn the cards kind of to the side there so they're hanging off the edge on this side, and then our dice can be on this side. And because one of the dice is going to be on the card and one off, I need to double this dimension right here, or this dimensional, so it can kind of, that way it'll be even in height. Oh, love this. Look at how great that turned out. I love it. All right, so for the inside, grab a piece of Whisper White again. And then I feel like we might as well put those dice on the inside. But this time I'm gonna stamp off once and just put a little bit in the corner. So it's a little bit lighter. And then add some adhesive to it. Stick it on the inside. Quickly just look and see at the sparkle, but you know what? The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking it doesn't need any sparkle. Maybe it's already got enough, I think, with the background and everything. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate it. I love how it turned out too. And because it is a guy's card, I don't think I'm gonna add any sparkle because that's originally what I was gonna do. And I thought about ribbon, but I don't think it needs it. I kind of like it just like this. So that is my first card made with the Game On stamp set. I hope you buy it and make one of these. This is super cute and super easy. I will probably not get it posted tonight on my blog, but I'll try to get it posted tomorrow. And I'll list all of the supplies that I used today. But I thank you for joining me. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.